No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Galloway. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The run to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Looking to throw, it's Fox. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Canes in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
We got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Scanning the field, it's Lacey. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. No huddle offense to the line. To the air on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had that incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Makes the catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. On the ground, it's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the...
Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cade. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And here he comes out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got it in the middle. It's Avery. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here's the handoff. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Lacey. Unloads it left. Got a man, it's Hawkins. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. Intercepted for the 11th time.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the 1st. Running into the open space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looking to pass. It's Fox. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off play action on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Gonna take a shot. Got it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Pulls it in. It's Fenwick. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Here we go, here we go.
With jet sweep pass. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Offense in the hurry-up. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Galloway. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. He's running free down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason Listen, they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got his man on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offenses.
He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Fighting off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Back to pass, it's Lacey. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time he's got his man. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Working that left side now. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be real. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
To the air, it's Lacy. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll try to snap it quickly. Hard-hitting tackle. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for it all. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's McCutcheon. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the ground with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. There, I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Lacey. He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game. Plus, Terrence makes the grab past the marker. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Chains now on second and long. The RPO fire complete to the left. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Passing on the field goal try. Ball at the 10, and here they come to go for it on fourth and short. Bringing the heat. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Galloway. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. making side adjustments here. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run it from the gun.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Punch it out of the air. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. With the catch, it's Hawkins.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Lacey. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all.
There he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown Caves. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Texas offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Finds his tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting it down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to...
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On 4th down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Go straight ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They have not been able to run it in. Will they try again on 3rd and goal? Touchdown Longhorns! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Coming out with it, it's Galloway. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some...
It's a running room. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got a step and just dusted the field. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He's a bad one to shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Reads it, fires complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking for a man. It's Lacy. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game, the 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him bet.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it. Does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They're going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David. He's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The Canes want to crank the tempo. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, better look out! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Running to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Got him downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Swings it out to the flat. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
One thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the field.
Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over SMU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air. It's Lacey. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Right down the middle. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Just going to keep it after the snap. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hawkins. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Fox. Quickly complete. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. The quarterback may change this route. They're looking to throw on second and short. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
Well, this defense not only has speed, but they also play with great effort. And that time on the quarterback run, they were expecting it. Everybody was in position, but they did a phenomenal job in pursuit, making sure the only direction that guy was going was backwards, running him out of bounds for a big loss.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. Fielded in the end zone. It's Galloway. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And listen, obviously, in this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Galloway. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Finley. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The quick out. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise,
oh, he's got some strength. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He's got incredible speed.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They finally get him on the ground. an explosive play for the first down. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Quarterback extends the play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly out to the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Got a little space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He makes the catch. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you...
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They move on top here in the 4th.
And you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about and take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the...
Oh, and they blocked it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wants to throw. It's Lacey. Under fire. And down he goes back at the 3.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
On target to the left. Hits the afterburners. He's at the 40. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up for the point after and the lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Galloway. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Snagged in the middle. It's Finley. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to run it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Rush is on him. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. They'll give it to the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Unloads to the right. And the missed connection on 3rd down. They have the lead in the one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And as he throws, quick completion on the out route.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season.